I'm gonna just put it out there. That nigga is bipolar. You know what I'm saying? All the characteristics of being bipolar. You know, calm 1 minute, angry the next, cool with you, fuck your life the next. He has a medical condition. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's diagnosed or not, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk to you like a fucking OG, my D. Yo, Diz, when you sit at the table, sit there with your manager. That way, if you itchy for money, if you really sweating, like Organic could probably see the sweat bubbles rolling down your fucking temple when he throw out $3,000 and he knows he's close to getting you to accept it. In your mind, you want 10. In your mind, you want 15 or 20. But he says $3,000 and you start shaking. He got you. You got a manager there. You could sort of, he's like a buffer. You could sort of chill, and then your manager could say, motherfucker, he ain't moving, he ain't writing the letter A on a piece of paper until you start talking.
You get another and another. It looks like the seatbelt won't work when I'm trying to buckle. Ladder sticking out the window of the Tahoe. 6 feet is how low I'm trying to put how low.
Back those killer some better raps, old motherfucking G. You heard he hit first. Yo, I know it's towards the end of the year, you know what I'm saying? I know fucking I should be doing, top 10 or top 20 battles. Keep it a stack. A nigga been off his game this year. And Rome DMV did a really nice top 20 bars of the year. And RBE did a nice top 50 battles. Kind of ran through it. Did a nice job. Didn't really name the top, in order. Top 50 battles or, top 10 battlers, but ARP did a nice job regardless. Top bars of the year, I gotta admit, Mike P seems like every year he has top battle bars of the year. You know what I mean? I mean, in the last 3 years, you can't say that Mike P hasn't had top bars of the year. Same thing with Tay-Rock, you know what I'm saying? That seatbelt shit, fucking fire. But, I don't want to stray too much from that. I want to get more on the topic of this blog. And this blog is going to be about Dizaster's recent rants. You know what I'm saying? Some shit you might not know. I'm going to just put it out there. That nigga is bipolar. You know what I'm saying? All the characteristics of being bipolar. Calm 1 minute, angry the next, cool with you, fuck your life the next. He has a medical condition, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's diagnosed or not, that's what it is. And when people got mental fucking issues, you know what I'm saying? You get what you get. What he's talking about, and then we're going to try and look at some scenarios as far as being a battler and being a league owner. And it's kind of hard to compare a regular job, a 9 to 5, and the entertainment job, entertainment business work. So working a regular 9 to 5 and working in the entertainment business, 2 different stratospheres. It's a little bit harder to compare the two. There is some comparisons, but you can't just say it's the same. Dizaster went on a rant, airing KOTD out, talking real slick and crazy about them. KOTD, as everybody knows, is the second biggest platform. Some people got him ahead of Smack. Second biggest platform, as far as I'm concerned, next to URL. Dizaster, for the meat and potatoes of KOTD's existence, Dizaster has been pretty much the face of KOTD. You could argue Pat Stay. But Dizaster to me is a bigger draw. He just is a little bit more of a magnetic personality. And when you see Dizaster on a card, I think you get a better chemical reaction from the fans. You get more fan viewage. You get a better fan turnout than just a Pat Stay on a card. Now, no shot at Pat Stay. I think Pat Stay is a phenomenal battle rapper. I think he has some controversy with him. He had that thing with Calico and then with Marv won, and, you know, he had some controversy, but nobody has controversy and a storyline like Dizaster and some of the things that Dizaster has marketed his brand with, the punch and math and, you know, all the other shit. You know, he had the, you know what I'm saying, he had the cannabis battle, all of that. All right, you know, he had the DNA battle. He had memorable shit. He just did that oxymoron shit. Anyway, what I'm trying to get to is the crux of Dizaster's argument is that KOTD was basically ear hustling him. KOTD was underpaying him. KOTD was, you know what I'm saying, like, KOTD was not playing with all their cards on the table with him. They would tell him one thing and was actually getting compensation, different things from the next, and basically lowballed him. That's what he was more or less trying to say. KOTD kept lowballing him. He's the franchise in his mind of KOTD, and they lowballed him. And he didn't get a lot of the monies that he should have got. Did he get the popularity? Did he get the notoriety? Did he get the fame or the exposure? He got all of that. But when it came down to the dollars, he said organic, and a lot of these niggas was lowballing him. Then he went on to say it went even deeper when they were also trying to target his fan base and trying to use footage that contained his battles and his name and things of that nature. And to all of that, I say, I understand what you're saying, Dizaster. I hear you. I actually, not in a battle rap sense, but like off battle rap, you know, I've had a couple of tweets back and forth. He was not an asshole to me when we were tweeting a little bit back and forth. Shout out to Angry Fan. You know, he has a way of sparking some shit up. So I had put a blog up, and the thing that I put the blog on didn't happen yet. And you know, I was getting some, you know, a little bit of flack from other bloggers like, yo, you should take it down. You know, you should do this, you should do that. Actually, to be honest with you, Angry Fan was like, yo, you should take it down. That shit ain't happening. You know, blah, blah, blah. You need to take it down because, you know, this, that, and the other. It was actually Dizaster versus Hollow. The shit got like 15,000 views, and it was a dope blog, but it was a little bit ahead of its time. And you know, Caps was like, yo, take that shit down, take that shit down. And I was like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm keeping it up, blah, blah, blah. And then Dizaster jumps into the tweets and all that shit. And he's like, nah, fuck that shit. Leave the blog up. I like it. You know what I'm saying? That shit is dope. And I was like, oh, once he said that, I was rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I'm gonna leave that shit the fuck up. And then 8 months later, you know, him and Dizaster and Hollow had a one-rounder on KOTD, like I had said. But it was a little bit of an early blog. I ain't going front. That's how it is, man. Sometimes you got to get ahead of shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, yo, we going to keep this shit a stack. I remember at the beginning I talked about a job and entertainment. So when you go for a regular job, a 9 to 5, you don't really go in there talking about what you're worth. A company, an establishment is going to say, hey, we are paying X amount, $10, $15, $30 an hour for a person that can meet this criteria. So what is the criteria? High school diploma, college degree, master's, experience in a particular area, welding, painting, you know what I'm saying, CDL, whatever it is, they put a list of things out there. You probably have most of them. And they say, this is what we're willing to pay. This is what we're paying for that skill set. And then you make a decision. Now, you'll see there'll be some comparisons, and there's some comparisons now. I'm not telling you guys nothing you don't know. Now, what happens is you decide to accept that job. You accept it. You work at the job. And then, as you're working on the job, you might come up with an epiphany. Like, hey, I deserve a raise. I'm working hard. I have the experience. I'm better than who they have. And you decide that you may have more value than what they're actually paying you at a regular 9 to 5. And you could go to the boss, supervisor, HR, whoever, and say, hey, I think I deserve a raise, and this is why. They could do three things. They can say no. They can say, yes, we agree. Or they can say, we agree, but not at the amount that you want. It's three things. They can say no. They can say yes. And they can say, yes, but we want to negotiate the number that you're talking about. That's what happens at a regular 9 to 5. Honestly, that's what it is. When you're talking about the entertainment business, it's something that jumps right off the page. It's called knowing your worth. A league owner in battle rap is going to gauge what your worth is to him. As a battler, you have to know your worth. There's no application. There's no company saying, hey, you got to have a GED, a master's degree, all that shit, CDL, experience. You as a battler, you got to know your worth. You got to know your fan base. You got to know when you're on a card, who's coming to see you. Tay-Rock, gun titles, motherfuckers is coming to see Tay-Rock battle. People are coming to see Tsunami Surf battle. People are coming to see Goods battle. People are coming to see Clips battle. People come out of their house to see these niggas. They come out their house to see fucking Mook battle. They come out their house to see Loaded Lux battle. All right? Believe it or not, whether you like them or not, Arsenal. They come to see Arsenal. And people come out their motherfucking house, win, lose, or draw for Hitman. People come out for Hitman, all right? People come out for Hitman. Now, Hitman understands this. Charlie Clips understands this. Surf understands this. These niggas understand. People come out to see him. People know when their name is on the card, instantly that card turns into fire, right? From that, you say to yourself, what kind of sponsors could I get involved? Charlie Clips is really good at getting sponsors involved. Some battlers have that extra oomph where they can get a sponsor to throw money into a battle, into a card, into a league owner's hands just to make shit fucking pop. And a battler that's aware of all of this can say, hey, you know what? I'm not a fucking PG nigga. I'm not just a veteran battler. I got a battle. Look at Jims. He got a battle rap channel. Look at Goods. He got a battle rap channel. You know, these dudes market themselves. Look at Holla the Don. Holla the Don got a whole clothing line and different things. So these niggas are multifaceted at what they do. They have a brand and they bring a whole package to the table, and they sit down in front of a league owner and they can say, if you want me on this card, I need 20 racks. They look at the card, they look at the venue, they look at the time of the year and pay-per-view, and you say, hey, all I want is 20 racks. All I want is 30 racks. All I want is 10 racks. And the league owner makes a decision to either accept it, not accept it, or negotiate. Similar to the 9 to 5, right? Three things. Yes, no, negotiate. That's all it is. Once both sides agree, it's the end of it. It's over, right? You can't come back later and say, hey, you didn't pay me enough money. You agreed. Even if you agreed for $1,000, you made an agreement to accept that deal. Now, and I'll deal with the royalties and some of the stuff Dizaster was talking about. In the contract, you can say any money's made off of video footage. Sometimes Lux gets all crazy with the... He made a deal with Arsenal that he'll get paid off of not only the battling, but he also will get a percentage of the pay-per-view. And he may even get some monies from the actual YouTube channel and all that stuff. That's how Arsenal was able to get Lux to battle. Arsenal may have said, hey, I'm not going to give you as much door money or upfront money because you're banking on the you're banking on the pay-per-view money. So Arsenal probably protected itself and said, whatever money I make off a pay-per-view, I'm gonna give you this X percentage, so he doesn't lose. And then he'll say, whatever money I make at the door, you're gonna get this percentage, so he doesn't lose. And it was really like a gamble on Lux really believing in his worth and what he brings to the table. Can't argue that. Can't argue that. What Dizaster is throwing out there to me is something like, yo, I know you guys gonna make this much. I know you guys got this in your pocket. Therefore, you should give me X amount. And all Organic said was no. Look, this is what I have. This is what I have to give you. You can take it or leave it type shit. And I think battlers are their own worst enemy. The reason why I say that, you should have a manager. You should have somebody that understands the industry. Not just a manager that understands battle rap and that can negotiate for you. Because if I'm a battle rapper, like Dizaster says in this video, and I got bills to pay, I got rent to pay, I got a car note to pay, I got this, I got that, you should not be trying to live off battle rap. Battle rap is not as lucrative as a lot of people would want you to think. So you might just need a real job. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some battle rappers in their work capacity, and they have real jobs and good jobs. I mean, the best way to describe Dizaster's rant is, my nigga, I'm gonna talk to you like a fucking OG. Alright? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk to you like a fucking OG, my D. Yo, Diz, when you sit at the table, sit there with your manager. That way, if you itchy for money, if you really sweating, like Organic could probably see the sweat bubbles rolling down your fucking temple when he throw out $3,000, and he knows he's close to getting you to accept it. In your mind, you want 10. In your mind, you want 15 or 20. But he says $3,000 and you start shaking. He got you. You got a manager there. You could sort of, he's like a buffer. You could sort of chill, and then your manager could say, motherfucker, he ain't moving, he ain't writing the letter A on a piece of paper until you start talking from 10,000. It's not starting from like 10 racks and up. We don't even need to talk. That's how a manager will start a negotiation off with when a league goes and start talking some lowball shit. And he'll start telling them some other shit. He might say, yo, not only 10 racks that this shit needs to start from, but we need some sort of door bonus. We need some sort of viewer bonus. We need some sort of, oh, this is pay-per-view. We need some of this money too. My man is the biggest draw. Prove that he's not the biggest name on this card. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need a manager, because a manager is not, here's the main reason you need a manager. He's not going to be feeling that pressure of your car note is due, your rent note is due, this is due, that's due. He's getting paid to get you the best deal possible. He's not making deals out of desperation. And a good manager is going to be managing other people. So if you're a client of his and you're not happy, he's not sucking your dick to try and make you happy. You know what I'm saying? He's going to try and give you the best deal possible. He's going to try and work your angle the best. But if you're not happy with what the fuck he's doing, fire him. He got other clients. That's how he should be working. A manager should not just have you as a client. He should have many other clients. That's how you know you got a good manager and he's going to give you a decent job. If he just has you and you're his only lifeline as far as money is concerned, then y'all both in the same motherfucking boat when it starts sinking. When there's water in that boat, y'all both in the same boat. When you got a manager that got 10 other clients and your boat is sinking, he not in that boat getting wet. He can tell you what to do, but he's not frantic. Feel me? There's a difference. At the end of the day, wrapping this up, KOTD has some blame in this. Because part of your contract, if you notice, a lot of Hollywood shit and a lot of music company shit, you don't think there's dirt going on in Hollywood? You don't think they doing them actors dirty? You don't think they doing a lot of the rappers and music and hip hop and R&B people dirty? But in the contracts with the lawyers and shit, when you get to that level with millions and millions of dollars, in cases, some cases billions, they write shit in there. They tell you you cannot disclose their business under any circumstances. They put clauses in that shit. Hey, you want to work for us? You want to be in Star Wars, the Jedi, blah, blah, blah? Check this out, nigga. You can't say nothing about the business, so we will sue the fuck out of you. You will never make money in Hollywood again. Nowhere. And they got lawyers that will back that shit the fuck up. That's why you don't hear nothing from no actor in the industry. The first thing they do is sign that, you know what I'm saying, personal disclosure shit and blah, blah, blah. And they know the minute they say something slick and the lawyer catch that shit, they putting fire in your ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said KOTD, they got some blame to accept in this because you're big enough to put shit in the contract to keep motherfuckers from doing. You've been in the game way too long. You should be having disclosures that say, non-disclosures, signs saying, yo, if you try and air us out, you try and say anything slanderous against us, we got lawyers that's gonna come for any monies that we paid you and blah, 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 revoking your shit. That's real talk. It's Mad Dog, you know what I'm saying? Dropping that real jewel at the end of the fucking year. You feel me? Yo, subscribe to the channel. Don't just watch the shit, my nigga. Hit that subscribe button. This channel is some real fucking shit. Not some of this other shit. Like a real motherfucker talking some shit to y'all. Alright? Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Holla back. Comment on the shit. Whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Mad Dog giving you that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Whatever you fucking want, Mad Dog giving you that shit. If you want me to talk about something, put that shit in the comment. You know what I'm saying? I might just, not even might, I'm planning on doing that shit, yo, for my fans. Y'all want me to talk about something for real? Some shit that you not sure about, some shit that you want to hear? Holla at me, you know?
Rip that, you know, R.I.P. Your soul just lift up and you out of here. I see you on that other side, bye. Cry rivers, courtesy of mine. We terrorize rappers better.